Good night, everyone. Once again, welcome back to Nita's channel. Welcome back to Nita's channel 242. Thanks to everyone that have subscribed to this channel. It's been a pleasure having you guys here. Tonight is basically ladies talk. So we're gonna do some relationship talk for the ladies. Okay, we're talking about relationships, whereas you're in a relationship but you don't feel as if your significant other is treating you the way that you should be treated. How many ladies are in a relationship whereas they feel their significant isn't treating them the way that they supposed to be treated? If it's you, comment. Let's talk. Like I tell you, on my channel is all about biblical fun, my lifestyle, and adventure. We haven't gone on any adventure so far, but we're going to talk about some relationship talk tonight. So, saying you're in a relationship, you and your mate is in a relationship. Like I say, all relationships starts off, whereas in most cases, the male is the one that are interested first. They show all of the signs of how they are so interested in you, and so on, right? And then in a later portion of the relationship, they begin to drift off. They begin to drift off, drift off, drift off, drift off. What's the reason for that? Sometimes persons are in a relationship and they are indeed holding on to past relationships. But how is it that at the beginning of the relationship there is so much effort being put in, and then at the middle portion of the relationship there is less effort or no effort at all that are being put in? Ladies, fellas, this is basically for the ladies, but if you fellas want to watch this, drop in the description button. A woman shouldn't have to be nagging a man to hear from him, to ask him how she's doing. She shouldn't have to do that. A man should automatically know how to treat his lady. So, girls talk, relationship, girls talk. Why do men do that? They start off in a relationship giving the girl all of their attention, and then in the mid, you can spend years in this relationship and you're seeing a difference. But the thing about it is, what really hurts, even though you seen a difference, but when you as the female had gotten so drawn to the individual from the beginning portion of the relationship because they put so much effort into it, and then you are a person that is overly loved or loves overly, and you start doing so much for them, it's like they forget their place in the relationship. So I'm at a point where, as ladies, it's okay to help your mate. It's okay. But it's nothing, is a woman should never be the one that is taking on all of the responsibility in a relationship. Never. That man has to step up to the plate, help you out with stuff. If you have monthly fees, he should assist you with that. I'm not saying every month you have to, but he should assist in that. You know what really hurts as females when you're in a relationship and you invested all of your love and all of your time, and every time it is that your mate needs you, you're always there. You're always there. But they find themselves in these compromising positions, whereas when it's your turn, when you need them, They're always busy, or they always got something to do. They are indeed red flags. But hey, we as females, we hold on to things that we try to mend. We do. We hold on to a lot of things that we try to mend together ourselves, when in reality, it ain't worth it. Some things ain't worth it. Some things is worth letting go and walking away. If it's gonna cost you every bit of you, some things is worth letting go. Some things is worth letting go. And like I say, this is girls talk relationship. You in a relationship, but the level of the man from the beginning ain't the same. The level of the man ain't the same. What do you do in that case? Have you been in that situation? And then it's always an excuse. You have to work. You have to do this. You have to do the next. The thing about it is, people make time for the things that are important to them. They make schedule around their work time. They schedule things around their work time. People make time for the things and the persons that are important to them. And that's living proof, that's living facts. Ladies, don't lower your standards, don't lower your self-esteem for these men. They know just what they want. If they're not gonna give it to you and you feel as if you're better alone, then do it. It don't make sense having to go to bed every night crying, wondering what's going on. Especially when you know you put so much in the relationship. You put all your effort, all of your time, all of your energy into the relationship. But the man just ain't stepping up to the plate. What is it? Why you not stepping up to the plate? What is it? And then you as a type of person, you would know the signs. Things change. Things change. If your car broke down, he should be able to give you a ride to or fro. It don't matter what you're doing. You should be able to give that lady, your lady, a ride to or fro. If she needs you in a certain situation, you may handle it today. But when you cut, you make sure she's straight. Ladies, you can't allow these men to make you feel less than. Don't allow a man to make you feel less than. Don't do it. Don't do it. Our relationship shouldn't be a strain. Go in the wrong place. You ain't got on no clothes, so go lay down. I am busy right now. I'm coming in the room soon, okay? But still, you're not coming this way. Yeah, so I really have to touch base on it because sometimes we, as women, we come out of a relationship and sometimes we enter a next relationship quickly. We do. And not knowing what what I can't even express that right now, but sometimes you come out of a relationship because you're looking for something else. Go, no, go lay down. Please go lay down. Not right now. I said, give me a minute, please. That's my kid. So, this is basically all about telling you, ladies, don't lower your standards for these men. Don't lower your standards for these men. You know, sometimes you'll be in some compromising position and you'll be wondering why you're going through some things. But you gotta know, God allow us to go through some things, and sometimes you're wondering like why. Especially if you're the type of person who's been through so much hurt before and then now you're in a relationship. trusting somebody that you don't know right out of a next relationship. They give you everything that you need in the beginning, and then they start slacking off. Don't ever let a man have you feeling as if you ain't worth it. If you gotta be in a position whereas you stranded and he ain't ever available to make sure you straight, I don't care. As much as you love them, pack that boat up. As much as you love them, pack that boat up. You know, sometimes you put people to the test and people drain you. You pumping so much into an individual, and all they're doing is draining you. Who fueling you? Hmm? Who fueling you? Who is fueling you? And then when it comes to you, hmm? When it comes to you, you gotta look left, right, trying to figure out who's there for you. You're on the shoulders in the relationship, helping your mate. Push come to shove, you're trying to figure out who's there for you. They know where to be found. Sometimes situations in our lives happen for us to see clearly just who we dealing with. Just who we dealing with. And some things I've been through in life, relationship wise, that I really don't understand. But ladies, we can't allow men to place us in a situation whereas we feel as if we can't do no better. I say, as for me, I ain't got time to be here, there, and everywhere. No, I don't have time for that. I was in a relationship before I got in this relationship with a man, whereas my kid father would not act like he cared. We used to go out in the beginning of the relationship, go out, go to the movies, what's not. Then he stopped checking. He stopped checking. He stopped trying to be unstable and being unstable and trying to make me do everything. And then push come to shove, he walked out. This isn't the first time. It's like the third time he actually walked out. And the first two times he walked out, I went after him. And the third time I said, I'm not going to run after him. But when he left, he was the one running behind me. But I didn't put any space in between it. Out of a relationship, someone else was interested, and I jumped right into the next relationship. Yes, he was running behind me for 4 years, and I never pursued him to see if he truly loves me. But the thing about it is, why do men do things like that? If you are in a relationship, treat the woman right while you're with the woman. Why does the woman have to leave in order for you to show how much you really care? And us as females, we are emotionally abused. For me, emotional abuse is one of the worst. You have physical abuse. When I get to that one name over. But emotional abuse is an abuse that takes on us mentally. As women, that takes us on mentally. Emotional abuse isn't in the play way. Because the thing about it is, females, when you put your heart and trust into a man, you trust him. You trust him with your life, knowing that they won't hurt you, knowing that they're there for the long haul and they're in it for you. A woman who automatically open up her heart unless she trusts a man. But when you actually trust a man, you reach to that stage where you open up to them. And another thing about it is they start slacking off, acting like you ain't worth this, you ain't worth that, you ain't worth the next. Many nights you crying because you wondering what's going on. This can't be the man you met in the beginning who had your heart. Or who said he was this, couldn't come off the phone with you, and next. But the thing about it is, some of us women been through a lot. And we wonder why we are going through these things. Sometimes I be wondering. But in the next clip, we're going to talk biblical. But for right now, ladies, hold your guard. Stand firm. If a man is making you feel less than, would you know your worth? Don't hold on. You could give him some time to see if he catches yourself. But if you gotta be constantly reminding a man, a woman shouldn't have to ask a man to tell her if he loves her. Those things she should be hearing on a regular. A woman shouldn't have to ask a man whether or not he misses her. They are things she should be hearing on the regular. A woman shouldn't have to go a week, 2 weeks, or a month without seeing a man that claims he loves her. They are things he should already know is priority. Ladies, if the standards in your relationship, the basic things aren't met in a relationship, it is time. It is time to lay those cards on the table and say, Mister, either you step up to the plate or I'm gonna walk away from it all. Sometimes when you've been hurt so many times and you've been through so much, you just can't take it. You can't take it. And it's one thing when you truly love someone and they're playing with your emotion because they into something else. Why do men prey on women and then get them to love them and then still be trying to mingle up with someone else? You know, they try to hold you in a position while they're dealing up with something else. You over here hustling hard, trying to make sure they good. Whilst you on the other hand, they ain't even checking for you. Not even a good morning, a good night, nothing. But hey, ladies, I've been through so much. So it ain't funny. And it's all about guarding your hearts. There's someone out there that's for everybody and that's gonna love everyone. But then at a point in your life, you get to a stage where you ain't into it no more. You done been here, you done been there, and the same things keep repeating itself, and you're wondering like why. You shouldn't have to tell a man how to be a man. A man knows how to be a man. A man knows what he wants. A man knows if you're what he wants or needs. But it doesn't matter whatever his wants or need is. Don't lower your standards because you know your worth, ladies. You know your worth. This is a pep talk tonight. And I just want to encourage the ladies that may be going through relationship crisis, whereas the man making you feel less than you are. He's not paying enough attention to you, but you're still holding on for some reason. You're still holding on. Pray about some things and ask God to help you make some lasting decisions. Ask God to help you make some lasting decisions. And I just wanted to share that with you all tonight. And we're going to be back with the next clip. If this video was decent enough for you, if it helped you, if you could relate to what I'm talking about, comment, like, share, subscribe. In my next video, we're going to talk about some roadblocks, some things. Stay tuned. Don't leave. Subscribe. Thank you, ladies.